Yay, we're live. There's always that moment, that pause where you're waiting for everything to kick in. Hello, Heather Nichols.
Hello, Viv Adcock. How
Where
are
are
you?
you today?
I'm in Colorado.
Your body's looking very yummy, I have to say.
You know, my body loves summer, so it's full on summer here. It's great.
I'm in the opposite, being in the Antipodes in Australia. It's cold. It's
Um,
not often I get to wear jumpers, so I'm actually really loving it. My body loves getting layered up. So anyway, we're here to talk about, is your body healing other bodies? So Heather, is your body healing other bodies?
Unfortunately, yes.
So how does that show up for you? Like, A, how does it show up? And B, how do you have the awareness that it's yours or somebody else's?
Yeah, I mean, gosh, I'm like, it's a 10-minute quickie. Okay. Um, well, for me, I mean, my body gives me information all the time, like so much information, and our bodies can, like they can, if we pay attention to them. I mean, they do give us information even if we're not paying attention in the form of pain. That's how they get our attention. It's one of the ways. um and yet, like, when you start to actually be a body whisperer with your own body, and listen to the whispers and have that more of a communion and communication, our bodies can let us know. They can give us so much information without having to, like, pound a 2x4 over our head.
It may begin like that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, and it still does. I mean, I still get 2x4 therapy from time to time from my body. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, it's initially this whole concept of, well, look, what if 98, 99% of everything that you think, feel, and emote isn't yours? I mean, that's mind blowing to begin with.
Yeah.
But when I really kind of sat into that possibility, when I was first asked that, because I had so many problems with my body when I first discovered the tools of access. And when that one line, what if, the question, what if 98%, 99% of the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that go on with you and your body aren't yours, something shifted in my world. There was just this lightness or this space and this recognition of, okay, my brain's really arguing that that's rubbish and that can't be true because I'm in physical pain. And yet somewhere in my world, something shifted, a door opened, a universe opened. There was a different, and that sense, when you acknowledge something that it's not a thinking process. It's something from your being, from your body, that kind of goes, hang on, I might just explore this a bit more. What do you mean by that? So, the subtleties of what my body's invited me to over the years. I mean, I've used the tools of access for 18 years, probably as long as you have. And there are times when it's really easy and you can change stuff really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And there are times where stuff doesn't change as quickly and it takes a little bit more kindness and allowance and just being present. And I think that being present and not coming to conclusion is one of the most challenging things, especially if you're a very heady person, which guilty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what have you noticed that's changed with your body, Heather, over the
Oh
years?
my gosh. So much. I mean, I to me, I have a sense that my body gets greater every day. And that's really kind of like my reality with my body. And it's such a cool adventure of, like, what you got today? What are you showing me now? What can we unwind and unravel and let go of and, make greater and expand and exponentialize? And it's so fast. It's really one of the most fascinating things to me. Um, my body is just constantly giving me information about my life, about, how things could be different, how things could be greater, what I'd like to create, just constantly. And I'm so grateful for that.
And that's just that one sentence there. I mean, it's not just about dealing with aches and pains with your body. It's recognizing that this is a potent, phenomenal creator, that when you beautifully introduced asking your body questions, asking your body to contribute, asking your body, hey, how do we get greater today? What else would you like to create? What adventures can we have? What can we explore today? Most people don't have that concept. They just lump this piece of meat around the planet thinking that, oh God, it's getting old and it's got this problem and I've got to take this medication. And what you just proposed then is such a different way of functioning. So
truly.
yeah.
And when we look at like healing other bodies with our bodies, because our bodies can't because they are so sensory, they have so much awareness, like they can, and that, we always say in Access Consciousness, like our bodies have a unique consciousness, like they have a consciousness of their own, that's not the same as your being, so it's like when you start to realize like the consciousness of your body can be aware of other bodies and what other bodies are going through or whatever, it's like it's an amazing gift to be able to heal other bodies or contribute to other bodies. And it's also an amazing gift to recognize like when that's going to create something greater for that person and for you and for your body. Because there are times where it can be such a gift to everybody to allow ourselves to have that capacity, and then there are times where you're just pulling stuff out of someone's body and they've not asked for that, and then it's going to stick you and probably not feel so great in your body.
Yeah. And even, to recognize that, hey, wow, what if this isn't me? What if this isn't my symptom, my ache, my pain? What if this is somebody around you? It could be your family. It could be somebody you don't even know. And that's the other thing that's blown my mind. It's like, well, when people have asked me questions or facilitated, well, is that yours? It's like, well, no. Okay, well, who does it belong to? And of course, my brain goes into, oh, it could be Joe or it could be Paul. It's like, no, it could be somebody I've never even met before.
Yeah.
And even that concept, and just the fact that you're acknowledging it, that it's a capacity, but it's a gift, but learning that what your body is picking up and perceiving and maybe carrying or demonstrating or symptomizing is actually your body's unique way of whispering and engaging you to a whole different reality, which is what you're talking about. When you recognize, wow, I am healing my mum of her whatever, lower backache or.
Yeah.
I think that bridge between, number one, recognizing it's not yours, but number two, then being able to change it. And like you were saying, knowing whether to contribute to somebody's body or not, and it's not that we're playing God or, walking around, heal, rise and walk, sister, to everybody that we see, but I wish we could do that.
Wouldn't that be nice?
For those that desire it, and even that part, because like you were saying, some people, they don't want to let go of stuff. They don't want to heal their body.
I mean, they don't even know they have a body. That's the thing. I always say that, like, most people in the world don't even know they have a body, really, Like I was watching this. I drove past this woman walking down the street yesterday, and I'm all bodies are so loud. They talk to me, and I watch people move. I watch their posture, and my body was like, whoa, like just watching her posture and how she moved. It was like starting to like hurt my body, and I was like, hey, body, that like it, and it's so cool. Like it's so cool because my body could show me through sensation, like kind of like what that was like, for her to be in her body. And then I was like, okay, cool. And I don't like, thank you. And that's not ours. Like, that's not ours, body, and that, even that, like, because when you take on other people's pain or, your body starts to show you through pain or through a limitation, you can just go, hey, okay, is this mine? No. Okay, then I don't actually need to get involved with that,
So let me break that down, because again, that's so brilliant how you walked us through that recognition. You're watching somebody else's body, your body takes it on, and you have, or do you, like, you've obviously cultivated a sense of what you and your body be like, and how you function, and how you walk, and how you feel, to, you know, how your body feels things. So how do people get there? How do people go from this dense mass assuming that everything is theirs and that they've got to deal with that, to this finesse and this subtlety
Yeah.
of what you've just described?
Yeah, it is such a something to be cultivated, you know, and there's always more, you know. It's not like you get somewhere, you know. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's have more of this, you know. And I would say, I mean, the tools in the body whispering book class, you know, that Dane here wrote, so many amazing tools there for having a different sense of connection to your body and other people's bodies. Because you know, it's also for people who work with bodies, you know, who do work with other bodies, and so, but there's a lot of brilliant tools in there. So anybody listening, if you haven't read that book, read that book. There's a book club happening very soon. I don't know the date, like in a few
Just
days.
give me 1 second. I'm just adding something.
She's dropping some links or something. Well, the link down, the body whispering, I just went
So
away. But
that's the
there
book
you go.
club. Yeah.
Cool.
So this is the name of the book. So for anybody watching now or in the future that are wondering what on earth Heather and I are talking about. So Dr. Dane here has written a book called The Body Whispering Book. And it's kind of like a guide, a manual, a how-to, you know, as to what is going on with my body. You know, what's, if you've assumed and bought and concluded that, you know, some disease or pain, an incurable, you know, spinal problem, whatever, it's like, well, if you're willing to be the question, what else could be possible? You know, is there something else that your body's showing you? And this book is kind of like an introduction into a very different realm of how to be with your body. Like you're saying, Helen, most people don't realize they have a body. So it's a great way to discover whether you are a massage therapist, whether you've got a body. You know, if you've got a body, this might help. And yes, we've got this book club coming up. And there's the link there that we're starting on. I know it's June the 24th in Australia, so it might be
23rd. Yeah, and in the US, North America, maybe Europe. Who knows?
Europe.
It depends on the time.
And we're going to have, I think we've got 8 days of different people taking a chapter from the book and just extrapolating, talking about different very unique parts in the book, you know. And this, you know, is your body a healer? Is your being a healer? You know, it's like, again, there isn't this a conclusion of, like you were saying, most people are walking around without any awareness that they are a being or a body. And so it starts to fill in the gaps and marry things together that may make sense to a lot of people out there. So the book club's free. You can watch it online, and you can watch the replay. So if the timing doesn't work for you. And then we've got Dr. Dane here, who wrote the book and who also facilitates a 3-day class called the Body Whispering Class. He's actually doing a live class in Noosa, Australia. So you're very welcome to come to a beautiful part of Queensland, Australia, to experience this phenomenal process where incredible change and awareness and an expansion of possibilities with your body and others, and more ease. That's the biggest thing. You know, there's a lot more ease. And you can join that online too. And Heather, I believe you are our online host for that class.
Yes, I am. And you know, I've been to every body whispering class that has been, and I have to say, it always creates this massive opening and change for what is possible with bodies on the planet. Like it's very nonlinear, and it's this like exploration of physical reality, quite honestly, and what our bodies know about that. And it just tends to like open up this, and every class has been so unique, but really opens up this space for everybody to have a different possibility with their body and with creation, really. It's I just would never miss it. Like I'm like, it's just one of those classes that I just would never miss, because it's always an absolute game changer in every way. not just for
Mm.
my body, but for my creative world, the world. It's like everything just went, okay, new reality now, so
Yeah.
it's a good time for a body whispering class, let's say.
Well, absolutely. And I mean, I'm hearing every day of more and more people having diseases and lumps and bumps and problems. And, when you don't have your health, you don't have anything. This is one part of the body whispering class. And what you're
Yeah,
talking about is it is just so broad and deep with where this class goes. So it's
yeah,
not just, a defined, it goes absolutely everywhere. So
everywhere. Yeah.
thank
And
you, Heather.
the thing I just want to just say, this has been like really, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, like, because you said when you don't have your health, you don't have anything. I know we're past 15 minutes now, but I just
It doesn't matter.
um but because I think this is really critical with everything that's gone on with all the, pandemic and this and that and all the stuff, and such a different like reality with health on the planet. And it's like, I've been lately, I'm like, wow, you really can either, you kind of have two choices in a way. Like you can either go down the track of like what the medical world is going to tell you about your body, what you need to do, the drugs, the this, the that, like giving your awareness of your body over to somebody else. Because in the, Western medicine, doctors are the experts about your body, and the pharmaceutical industry is they tell you what to do. Take this drug, and then you have side effects, and then you take another drug, and then you have side effects, you take it. And it's just like, that's the path. You're just gonna go down that path, and what the other possibility is actually to become your own expert on your body. I mean, I always say, like, I'm the expert on my body. Nobody else is more of an expert than I am, and that takes some time and cultivation to trust that. But it's this whole universe of like becoming an expert because you are
Mm.
connected to your own body and learning to have conversations with your body where you know what your body requires, what it's asking for. You can give that. And it can include pharmaceuticals, it can include everything, but it comes from your body's request and your communion with your body, which is only going to lead to greater, greater, greater,
Yeah.
and it's like, it's such a time in the world where, I think people are really choosing. It's kind of like, which way do you want to go? Because you go the path of where most of the world wants you to go, and you just you got to keep going that you got to keep going down that rabbit hole.
Yeah,
So
and there's always possibilities. This is the thing, and
of
this
course,
is one of the things I love about the tools of access. It's always being open to receive everything, every
of
possibility.
course, of
Yeah,
course, it's
yeah,
just that, kind of, it's like you just get entrained. People just tend to get more and more entrained in that world, and this came about because I was talking to somebody who had this thing that led to this thing that led to this thing that led to this thing, and I was like, you're not going to be able to get out of that by taking more drugs, and that's the
mm,
paradigm, and
mm.
and it's so cool to have these tools that are like, hey, when you start to listen to your body, talk to your body, be aware of your body, be a body whisperer, with your own body, you're free from having to, follow the rules and listen to the authorities.
You have choice.
You have choice. Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
total choice.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you, Heather, for joining us today. And yeah, I look forward to being online with you. So
Yeah.
probably less than a month away now. So
Mhm.
what else is possible for us and our bodies and enjoying our bodies on this planet?
Yes.
Enjoy that heat, my beautiful friend, and I'll see
Yeah.
you when I do.
Yeah. Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
everybody. Bye.